Today's the 22nd of January 2022 and it feels like January. It's very cold. The sun hasn't managed to come out yet. It's hidden behind the clouds up there. Hopefully it'll come out a bit later on and warm us up a little bit. We're in Camp de Mar and just driving down here. Usually we find the car park full and have to move out of the village a little bit to find a parking space, but today there were 2 cars in the whole car park, so plenty of parking for us today, and there's virtually no one around, so it's very quiet on the beach here in Camp de Mar. We're going to have a little walk around and bring you up to date with what's news with us. We have our daughter Serena with us over here on holiday at the moment with her 2 children, and Luna's the older one there, playing in the sand and throwing stones in the water. So this is Camp de Mar Beach, and you can see there is a little gully here where the water comes, and if we've had any storms, we must have had some storms recently which have washed the sand away a little bit, and this gully is not usually here. It's usually just a sandy beach here, and as the season comes, it will either fill in on its own, or the workmen from the Ayuntamiento, the council here, I think it comes under Andratx, will come and fill it in. There are some piles of seaweed on the beach there. They leave those there just to protect the sand a little bit, so that the sand doesn't get washed away or blown away by the storms. No lifeguards on duty. The restaurant, which we still haven't been to, which is on the island over there, is closed, like just about everything else we've seen so far. I've not seen anything open at all. It is a Saturday, so you might expect some things to be open, but very quiet. But again, it's a nice place for us to walk. It's reasonably flat, and little green and white beach huts there, very reminiscent of the south coast of England. Probably be worth about £250,000 if they were down there. Anyway, sea is very calm. We were in Peguera on Thursday. It was a public holiday for me, so I didn't have to go to work, and we went to Peguera, and the sea was incredibly calm there. The sun came out and it was really quite warm in the sun. So the island, you can see in front, has a bar restaurant called Illeta, and opens up in the summertime, and it just looks the part. So much so that it's been used in many films and TV programs. One that springs to mind is one with Pierce Brosnan in. On the hillside you can see some rather splendid houses as well, just overlooking this beautiful little bay. The sea's very calm. There's one little boat out there, but it is cold today. So when just before we were leaving, it was below 10 degrees Celsius, and it feels cold. I'm just going to walk up, otherwise I'll get cold while we wait for the children and grandchildren to catch up with us. As you can see here, all the kiosks, the supermarket Eroski here, closed. A couple of people on the island over there doing a spot of fishing. And someone was asking me about the water, and they wanted me to film the water in a particular place, but it's pretty much the same everywhere now. It is, while it's calm like this, the water is crystal clear. And Serena, my daughter, said it wasn't too cold. I don't think I'll be taking a dip though. I'm just coming up to the giant sundial here. Not going to get much time out of that sundial at the moment. The clouds are hiding the sun. actually walk down this part, so I'll just take you down and we'll just have a look to see how clear the water is. So there's a bit of a handrail which I'll use. It's very rickety and it probably wouldn't approve. Coming down. And hopefully there you can see just how clear the water is. Not sure how deep it is, but absolutely beautifully clear. I've just come back up to the promenade here and noticed there's just a little breeze, and that little breeze is bringing a few little waves in. They're only ripples, but it's just changed the complexion of the sea. You got some stones? All in one. Ben? Luna wants me to come and have a look at her throwing the stones in the sea. But, you can see there just how clear the water is.
¿Preparados? ¿Listos? ¡Wow! ¿Has visto?
Wow, Mommy!
Just carry on walking around a little bit. Children entertain themselves. Luna hitches a ride on the pushchair with Savannah. So that's the road. One or two more people just out there for a little walk. Here's the big hotel that's here that's obviously closed for the winter, just like everything else in Camp de Mar. Very quiet at the moment. But a really pleasant place for a stroll. I can imagine that, and I've never done it, a summer evening walk along here would be really quite nice. This red concreted area here is a place where they put the sun loungers and the parasols. Now there's no big waves, but you can hear the little waves just washing up against the rocks. Quite a soothing sound. The jetty here is out of action, but come the summer months it will probably be put back into action, and it's used then for the excursion boats. Take people around perhaps to Andrach and to the island of Dragonera. Lots of rock pools here. The breeze that's coming in from the sea is actually quite cool, usually cool. Looking into the water here and seeing that there's a shallow part and it seems to drop off into the darker depths, which is why the boats can come in. Before Christmas this area was actually in the news. It was in the newspaper because they were digging up one of the jetties that was in front of us. So just in front where we are looking now, you can see one jetty that goes out, but there must have been another one, and the workmen came along and took it away. There didn't seem to be any reason for it, so I can only imagine that there was some safety issue. I'm looking at the other headland, and some of the houses there are huge and must have amazing views. These sort of areas are where people like Boris Becker used to have a house around this area, and Claudia Schiffer. The Boris Becker house became derelict and had squatters in. We have a pushchair with us today, so we won't be able to do our usual walk here in Camp de Mar, because at the end of this walkway we end up getting some steps, and at the end there's actually quite a lot of steps that take you up to the road, so we won't be going all that way. There are some benches that you can sit on, enjoy the view. Who's enjoying a little snack down there? Savannah is snoozing. The walkway carries on around there, and then we very soon in the distance there start to hit the steps. They're brushing ahead of me. I'm just taking in the beautiful views. If we go a little bit further round, we'll be able to see where the jetty was, or perhaps the remains. But the last time I think I came, there were signs that the workmen were here. And there still seems to be a little sign. There's part of the rail that's cordoned off. See here that part of the rail's been broken away. I don't know why that is, or whether it's anything to do with the work that they were doing here. But I'm thinking that the jetty went out there. I need to have a look at another one of the videos to see where we're now getting a little bit of a beach here, which may be part of that. There's a yellow buoy out there. Now we're just coming up to the steps. So you can see in the distance there's like a concrete jetty. There was another one around here, and it's gone. Nobody seemed to know why, and I've not seen anything. So to go any further we'd need to go up those steps, and that's not really easy with the pushchair, and then a lot of steps to take you up to the road. We can just enjoy the view. There's a motorboat steaming in from the distance.
Por favor. Luna. Luna. Okay, come in like a car. Look at that. Very picture. Mira el barco.
So, had a nice walk here in Camp de Mar, and we're just in the car here. Luna's driving.
Where are we going?
Car. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye, Luna.
Say bye, Luna.
Bye bye.